Hi, Kevin Henry, the Group Editorial Director for UBM Medica's Dental Division, and I'm on a Google Hangout today with one of our Editorial Advisory Board members, one of my good friends, and also the 2014 AADOM Office Manager of the Year, and that would be Lisa Marie Spradley. Hey, Lisa Marie, how are you?
I'm doing great, Kevin. How are you doing today?
I am doing good. It's always good to get to hang out with you, even on a Google Hangout. Uh, Wanted to just kind of go back a few weeks here and talk to you about the experience that you had at the AADOM national meeting. And for those of you who don't know, AADOM is the American Association of Dental Office Managers. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about, the energy that was there and kind of what you walked away from this meeting, some of the things that really stuck out to you.
Oh, Kevin, I'll tell you what, that meeting in Nashville this year, that was totally awesome. I'm sure you felt the same way that I did. The energy there this year was just, I mean, wow, it was phenomenal. It's always a great group of women. I know that they said this was the largest crowd that we have had, to date at one of the meetings. And being able to reconnect with old friends is always fun. But I made a lot of new friends this time too, and I love that. Of course, the educational opportunities are, stellar, no doubt. But I really like connecting with everyone and listening to everyone and finding out what's going on in their practices.
Well, and you got the opportunity to do that on I believe it was what, Saturday, right at the end of the
Okay.
meeting.
It was Sunday. Mm-hmm.
Sunday. That's right. Sorry. See, the days just blend in for me. But you actually hosted one of the tables and were a facilitator for the member forum live.
Yep.
And I just wanted to kind of, I mean, I was standing back just watching this unfold. So I wanted you to tell our viewers a little bit about that and maybe some of the hot buzz topics that you heard about from some of the folks that were at the meeting.
Oh, I'd be happy to. I'll tell you, they always tell us that the member forum is the most popular thing that AADOM offers, and I can see why. I was, as you said, I had the opportunity to facilitate a table, and it was leadership and management, and it was awesome listening to these people get together. No one really knew each other, and there were about 5 or 6 of us at a table each time, and talking about what's going on in their practices. What I thought was really kind of unique, though, was that as the tables switched every 20 minutes, you had a new group of people. They were all having the same issues. So it was either, team member enthusiasm, getting that level up. I was amazed how many people were talking about their doctors not being that involved anymore and how to build up their enthusiasm to be in the practice again. It was a great opportunity to sit there and help each other out and say how we've handled certain situations and then use that to help others.
Do you find that office managers often talk to each other, or does it take something like this for them to realize, oh my gosh, I'm not an island and there are others out there who are going through the same problems that I am?
Well, I think since ADOM has come into the picture 11 years ago now, we do speak about it more. Of course, the member forum, which you can go online and access, is a great tool to use for that. But then because of the connections that we've made, and as I mentioned, that friends that I've made, if I have something going on in my practice, I'll shoot an email or a text to someone and say, hey, how would you handle this situation? So we're definitely talking more about it. But I can tell you as a consultant, I'm also, familiar with that there are a lot of practices out there that really aren't familiar or don't know anything at all about it. And I actually like to make that one of the benefits, when I help people is, I give them a membership to ADOM because I know how much it can help.
Nice. And one of the other cool things that I saw this year was you kind of passed the torch, the crown, whatever we want to say,
Hmm.
to the 2015 Office Manager of the Year. And, there was one time whenever so many past winners of this amazing honor were together in one place. And I love seeing how diverse the crowd was and where different ones of you came from and the strengths that someone had versus the strengths of another. Just talk about, kind of your year as the Office Manager of the Year and kind of what you've learned from this group of women.
Well, I can tell you that you are definitely right. We are a diversified group, but in an excellent way. Some of the members that have previously won, or Cecilia, big shout out to Cecilia for winning this year. I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but when I read her criteria and how she won, I was very grateful she wasn't running last year because I mean, she's very, very good. But I think the thing that's wonderful with this particular group of OMIs is that we really do all have our different fields of expertise, and we're not afraid to share it with anyone else. There's no competition. We're just there to help one another. And that just really makes for a very unique coupling of office managers. And it's one of those things that opposites attract. So, and not that we don't have similarities, but we all complement each other very well.
I love that you call yourselves the Omies, and it's like the homies, I mean, but the way that you all get along, and I mean, it goes back to the energy that you talked about, a few minutes ago. The energy at this conference, I tell everybody, is something that you just don't see at other meetings. You really don't. I mean,
it takes a while to come down from it. I mean, honestly, you get back to your practice and there are all these wonderful ideas that you want to implement, and your team's like, whoa, one thing at a time, Lisa. So no, the energy is, it's enough to keep you going until you get back to that next meeting.
Well, Lisa Marie, I know that you've kind of carved out a niche for yourself as the front desk lady, and obviously you and I have worked together for a long time, but I want to make sure that people understand what the front desk lady is and how they can get a hold of you to maybe help their front desk out.
Kevin, I'm so happy with what I do. I can't even begin to tell you. I love being the front desk lady. I took that name because so many people, associate it as a bad thing. But you know what? It's just a name. Whether you want to be called office manager, practice administrator, or front desk lady, we're all still doing the same thing. And hopefully that's focusing on the patient. And that's what I'm about. I want that front office team to know that regardless of everything else we have going on, we have to focus on the patient. If you want to learn more about what I do, it's real simple. It's frontdesklady.com, or you can email me, Lisa Marie at frontdesklady.com, and I'll tell you anything you want to know.